Hey guys, so I wanted to share a little bit about pretty much toxic chemical ingredients that are in all kinds of things that you did not even know about. Some people are just now finding out about, but I've never really done the research on some of these chemicals that are in so that they use on a day-to-day basis. Number one, probably the biggest one that's been in the news here lately is talc. Johnson & Johnson had their lawsuit with baby powder, and baby powder is just talcum powder. And what talcum does is it is pretty much directly linked to ovarian cancer. The studies show that women who've used talcum powder in the genital region have a 60% increased risk of ovarian cancer, and women using feminine deodorant sprays have a 90% increased risk. It's in baby powder, feminine powders, and even some of your cosmetics, which people aren't checking all of the ingredients in the things that they're using, which is horrible. Another one is alcohol, and rubbing alcohol. Now it's great for outside of the body, but inside of the body not so good. So recent studies have shown that it can increase throat and oral tongue cancer, from using pretty much like it's found in mouthwash, which everybody uses mouthwash, right? So you guys are not even realizing that we're putting these chemicals in our body and we're doing our self-harm. Another one is aluminum. Now, people use aluminum for all kind of stuff, right? And it's also in all these other things that we don't even know about. Sorry, it's raining outside and I'm driving and my windshield wipers are going crazy. But aluminum is a skin irritant and is linked to nerve damage and brain disorders such as Alzheimer's, and it's also linked to breast cancer, right? Horrible things, all of the above. And it's found in deodorants and vaccinations. So you're using aluminum in your deodorant. Now just think, this is aluminum in your products that you're using. Are you cooking with aluminum? Are you cooking with aluminum foil? Are you drinking out of aluminum cans? So that means that you're putting this in your body, or you're cooking and this is seeping into your food. Please stop using aluminum. Use glass pans. All right, glass is the best thing that you can possibly use. All right, another one is DEA or TEA, and it's a carcinogen that is commonly used as a foaming booster, and emulsifier, and a dyeing aid, and it's found in pretty much shampoos, conditioners, bubble baths, shaving gels, shower gels, and cosmetics. So, who would have known? Who would have known? I didn't know until I started doing research. Another one that is huge, and it's in way more things than you possibly even know. So, propylene glycol, right? It's basically antifreeze. It's been shown to cause dermatitis, kidney and liver abnormalities in animals. Labeling on industrial bottles gives warnings to avoid skin contact. It's in deodorants, cosmetics, shaving gels, conditioners, shampoos, toothpaste, face creams, and ice cream. Right, ice cream. I said ice cream. Like ice cream, you scream, we all scream because of the ice cream. So propylene glycol, that means you are pretty much just putting antifreeze in your body. Another thing that propylene glycol is used in, is in a few face washes. And another thing is, if you're buying these individually packaged frozen meats, such as salmon, tilapia, even chicken breast, and they are individually packaged and sealed, and they are sealing it with propylene glycol, which is antifreeze, to keep it cold. So, number one, if you're using, I'm not telling you don't use those. I'm telling you, make sure that you actually, it says on the package of the meat to take it out of the plastic while it thaws out. If not, then it is soaking that propylene glycol that has been used into the meat, and then you're eating it. It's horrible. Don't do it, right? So another one is sodium lauryl sulfate, and it's used as a engine degreaser. and its known effects include skin irritation and rashes, teeth damage, endocrine disruption, hair loss, cataracts, mouth ulcers, respiratory tract, eye and oral toxicity, headaches, and nausea, coughing, or congestion. A study published shows that the substance exhibits an acute oral toxicity with an LD, which means lethal dose, of 50. So that means 50% of the population that is using this, it is lethal to them, right? So that's what LD50 means when it comes to toxicology. All right, and it's in 50% of it shows that 50% of rats have died following ingestion of sodium lauryl sulfate. Guess what it's in? Shampoos, toothpaste, mouthwash, hand creams, lotions, and cleaners, like cleaning products. Right, who knew? And another one that people have heard of are parabens, right? So people don't really know what parabens are, but basically they're a preservative to help things have a longer shelf life, right? So if you see anything with the name methyl, propyl, ethyl, butyl, those are all parabens, okay? And so scientists say that the dangers of using parabens as a preservative, yes, it's just pretty much rapidly absorbed through the skin, right? So that means it's just pretty much, you use anything with parabens in it, then you're pretty much just putting it right into your body. Even though you're using it on top of your skin, it's just soaking right into your body. All right. And also, so parabens are a chemical that have been detected in people that have breast tumors, right? So it mimics the actions of estrogen in the female body. So it's pretending that it might be estrogen, but as a matter of fact, it might be causing tumors and you don't know. And now I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm trying to educate you guys, and I want you to be aware of these basic chemicals. Another one is pretty much if you see anything with yellow number, whatever, red number, whatever, if you see a color and a color / number, don't use it. It's not a good ingredient for you. All right, so people have no clue about half of these toxic chemicals that they're putting in their body, you know? And I want to go back to aluminum real quick. So when it comes to aluminum, right? So people are cooking with aluminum foil. They're storing their food in aluminum foil or cooking in aluminum pans. And another thing is when you guys are buying canned goods, please stop buying canned goods. It has, number one, extremely high amounts of sodium. Sodium is not good for you. It pretty much slows down your circulation. Also, it can end up, making you extremely bloated. It makes you retain water weight. Then on top of that, these canned goods are in aluminum, so they're absorbing some of this aluminum in the food that you're using when you're cooking. Then on top of that, they're using parabens as a preservative to prolong its shelf life. That's why when you get a canned good, say you want to get some canned tomatoes, they're going to last for like 2 years. Go buy a tomato from the produce section, organic or not organic, I don't even care, and put it on the shelf. It's not going to last you 2 years. It might last you 6 weeks. Probably not. So, I just want you guys to be educated on what toxins actually are. Now, if you are wanting to question my credibility about toxins, I really got interested in them when I went back to school. My minor is in chemistry, and I was taking this toxicology class. Before I took that class, I thought, maybe I just might want to be a pharmacist. And then I'm learning about all of these toxic chemicals that are in all kinds of other things, not including prescription medication, just these basic ingredients that are all over your house. And I was like, dude, there is no way my conscience would allow me to sell death products to the world. There's no way. So, you know, one thing that I want to do, number one, as a massage therapist, number two, as someone that understands chemistry, and number three, as someone who just generally loves to help other people, I want you guys to be aware of the things that they're putting in your body. Now, if you are using all of these things and you're interested in making your home chemical and toxin free, please contact me. You'll be surprised at how cheap and how easy it is and how much you can make, like, out of all the stuff that you're buying. And there's no chemicals and there's no toxins. So say you need to make, you know, bleach is not good. If you got a little kid running around and you got bleach on the counter and they lick too much bleach up, or they accidentally turn up the bottle and drink some bleach, deadly. You can make your own bleach out of baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and lemon essential oil. Boom, bleach does the same thing, cleans very well. The citric acid breaks things down, doesn't smell like bleach, right? Who likes the smell of bleach? I don't. Most people get scented bleach because they hate the smell. So, you know, that's one thing. But I mean, literally everything I listed, shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, mouthwash, you know, all of these things you can make on your own for way cheaper, no toxins, no chemicals. There's enough things that we cannot control that our body is being exposed to that is toxic and some form of chemical disruption, right? At least control the simple things that you're using on a day-to-day basis. Women, stop using talcum powder. Stop using feminine deodorant sprays. Okay? They are causing ovarian cancer. We cannot have that. Stop using deodorants that have aluminum as one of the ingredients. It causes breast cancer. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you. Any questions that you have, if I can't answer it, I will research it and find the answer for you. Feel free to ask me anything about toxins, chemicals, what you can make, how you can make it. If you want to host a little party with some of your friends to learn how to make some products and anything, you name it. If it's, you know, you want to learn how to make shampoo, you want to learn how to make some laundry detergent, you want to learn how to make some dish detergent, you want to learn how to make face wash or moisturizers, or anything really, just contact me and I will do my best to help you. I want to just share my knowledge because, you know, I've taken a lot of time to educate myself, and I don't want you to have to take as much time as it took me to learn. So I'd like to give you the Cliff Notes version. For those of you who are old enough to remember Cliff Notes, I want to give you that quick, easy way to understand how easy it is to live chemical free. So contact me, inbox me, message me, whatever you want to do. All right? Take care. Bye.